once. They
What are you doing?
Center, they look and
Hey.
what the issues are. And then, of course,
What are you doing?
their staff, like,
What are you doing?
that comes out, you know, and says, hey, you know, these are big issues. They're very important. I mean, I can't think of anything more important going on right now other than, you know, maintaining our posse comitatus, maintaining, you know, our right to habeas corpus. Those are just fundamental rights that we've had for 800 years in a Western civilization. And to see those things being undermined
What do you got?
By Congress
What is that?
is appalling. I don't know what to say.
Well, I'll say this. It's bad, but it's been a big wake-up call.
Here. You want that on the top? Here.
Police can't do that. And it got killed when the feds threatened a blockade of air travel. Well, let them bring the blockade. I mean, force their hand. And there's going to be a state that ends up standing up, and it may be Maryland, it may be Utah. How do we get behind this legislation? What's its chances right now of passing?
Well, they haven't even given us a bill hearing yet. Now,
What are you doing?
The bill hearing is set.
Here. You want your rock? Here. Here. Where'd it go? Where is it? Is that it? Is that it? Which rock are you looking for? Which one? What rock you want? What a funny little girl.
Hey, Maryland, let's defend this. Let's get you guys a bill hearing. You know, let's have this heard. Let it have its day.
So the leadership's trying to keep it from coming to the floor.
It seems that way because everything else has been scheduled a hearing, and we have one of the few House resolutions that does not have a hearing. So we need this to go viral. We need people to start talking up about Maryland, getting this out there.
And they need to get, obviously, contact the Legislative Affairs Committee chairman?
Yeah. Or you could just contact, you know, any delegate. There's a number of delegates that are on that committee. A lot of them are also on the Appropriations Committee. So we
Well, I want to get you back up, you and the representative, the delegate, in the next a few weeks. Aaron, thank you so much for coming on. Thank Glenn for coming on. And we'll talk to you soon. God bless.
Sounds good. Bye.
Very exciting. That was Maryland delegate Glenn Glass. We were just talking with legislative aide Aaron Jones. Listeners of this show, waking up, taking action, defending the Republic. Absolutely wonderful. We'll be back with your calls. And
we're on the march. The Empire's on the run.
What are you guys doing?
Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
You've already been bitten by her, haven't you?
The road. The last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond
What are you doing?
gussets. There's a place down
What are you doing, dummy dog? What are you doing?
where they make blue diamond gussets.
What are you doing? You like chewing on rocks? Huh? You can come out here and chew on rocks. Does that fix your beak? Huh? Yeah. What is he doing? What are you doing? Stop all that. I need to try that stuff.
USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond gusset jeans got it.
All right.
Others don't.
Come here, you want to step up? Come on, step up. Step up. There you go. There you go. There's a good girl. There's a good girl. Yeah. Now where are you going?
soils that we grow our crops on here in the United States and across the industrialized world
After all that, you want to run around?
completely depleted of almost all of the key minerals and trace elements
What are you doing?
our bodies need to rebuild themselves, fight off cancer, and be healthy. I then searched out the best vitamin and mineral company out there and discovered Youngevity. The Youngevity products are designed to give you the real nutrition you need, and once you've got that, you don't have to eat as much to be satisfied. I've lost 37 pounds in 2 months, simply getting the vitamins and minerals I need. Check it out for yourself.
What do you want,
It's
Libby?
incredible. Go to InfoWarsTeam.com.
You think she's going to drop a little rock for you? Is that it? Huh? Some yummy little rock?
Multivitamin mineral complex dietary supplement. That's InfoWarsTeam.com. This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, New climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now, new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions for Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365. Through Friday, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central, we're here live. We've got Bob Shamman joining us.
Okay, so if anyone's wondering why it's so sketchy, look at her, she's so funny. I'm actually playing a game of cards on my iPad, so there you go. So I'm multitasking, that's
He
it.
was about to release that video proving that Obama was actually in the communist groups, calling for re-education and secret arrest and overthrow of the U.S. government, which they've done now. The government's up there, but it's been overthrown. It's been completely, I mean, there's no debating. This is treason out in the open. They got the cops on war with us, and if they get us in a fight with the police, then the cops will take it personal, and then the full civil war will
What are you doing?
The globals will sit back
Come
laughing
here.
at us. I'd rather not have that happen.
Come on.
But he was going to
Come
release
on.
the footage yesterday and died. Died. I'd say 90% chance they killed him. And the biggest piece of evidence is out within hours. They were saying nothing to worry about, move along, it's natural causes. Let's go to your phone calls on this subject, and then I'm going to get into India resists call to cut Iranian oil imports. Ron Paul warming to political VP slot. I am the one person who can make and take young people away from Obama. Oil leaps to highest level since mid-2008. Sheriff Arpaio says Obama's birth certificate a forgery. And there is probable cause for a larger investigation. No kidding. It looks like it was made with crayons or something. We've got all of that to report on. Scientists are shocked.
What are you doing?
Antibiotics
You better watch it.
Yeah, because most of it's generally chemical, and antibiotics a lot of times will reduce reason.
What are you doing?
Swelling of the brain. I've had brain surgeons on to break this down because the body sees toxins and things almost like it sees bacteria or viruses and swells. And so you take antibiotics, it can cause a shrinkage, and so people then stop thinking that they're Joan of Arc or whatever, or that, you know, the New World Order's after them, even when it is. Can you imagine with all this crazy stuff going on today, how rough it is for schizophrenics? And how many people that get called schizophrenic really aren't? But there's that news. This is really not new information. Also, the Telegraph newspaper and others are now reporting on what we reported on days ago, that the major journal of bioethics globally is calling for the right for government and parents to kill children up to age 3 because they're not humans. This is not a baby. Well, go ahead and how are they going to kill 3-year-olds? I guess you they're in their cute little dress or their little overalls, and they're saying, I want to go play, I want to have fun. Look at the puppy, look at the doggy. And what do? Just shoot them in the head? Maybe chop them up because they're not humans. I think that's what Dr. Peter Singer said. He said they're like mackerel. They just have no value. Roaches. Old people. Trash. And so all of you that saw our article on, what was it, Tuesday?
Stop.
Monday.
Go on.
And couldn't
Go
believe
play.
it when we linked to the big medical journals saying it. And you said, this is satire, Jones is nuts. Bunch of mainstream news today saying it's time to start killing up to 3. You're like, that's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.